Have you ever wondered why, even in silence, his heart still connects to yours? Something is happening in the invisible realm, and heaven is about to show you why his love for you runs much deeper than it seems. This isn't imagination. It's not loneliness. It's divine revelation. The angels have sent me with a sacred message, and you have been chosen to hear it at this very moment. Something is about to be fulfilled in your love life, something that will change everything. He loves you, more than he shows, more than he understands, more than he dares to admit. And that's exactly why heaven is intervening, because there are feelings that were never erased, only hidden. Sayanku, this message has reached you now because the time of silence is coming to an end. If you feel this word is touching your heart, I invite you to stay until the end of this message. And afterward, click the link in the description to join our daily messages group on WhatsApp. There are still words heaven wants to reveal to you every day, and you deserve to receive them. Now, listen closely, because what I'm about to share will open your eyes and warm your heart. You were remembered in heaven today. And what I'm about to reveal is not opinion, it is divine direction. You've been feeling his absence like an echo in your chest, as if something remains unfinished. But the angels say, he still feels you, he still wants you. Even without reaching out, even while pretending to move on, something within him calls for you. It's a love he tried to suppress, but it never stopped beating. Heaven sees beyond what human eyes can perceive. And that's why today, the angels are manifesting to confirm what your spirit already suspected. He still loves you, far more than he's ever shown. And that love will soon be revealed. There are days he wakes up with your name in his thoughts, not even knowing why. Other times, he dreams of you and wakes up with longing, too afraid to admit it. But heaven is touching his heart, breaking down his pride, dissolving his fears. Because there is a promise over this connection, and it has not been forgotten. What once slept is now awakening, little by little. And very soon, there will come a day when he can no longer run from the truth. His love for you is more real than even he understands. And you will be surprised by this reunion. You were not just a chapter, you were, and still are, part of his destiny. And the angels are at work to ensure that what was left unfinished will have a blessed new beginning. Maybe you thought you wasted your time, that it was all in vain. But heaven responds, not a single tear of yours was wasted. Every prayer reached here. Every silence was heard. And that is why divine justice is now in motion. Saying, what is yours by destiny, time cannot destroy. True love always finds its way back. You don't have to chase after it. What is true will be guided to you at the perfect time. But it's important that you prepare. Because when he returns, he won't be the same. The love has matured, and understanding has bloomed. And the angels are whispering into his spirit things he never imagined he'd feel again. You will be sought after by someone who will finally know who you are. And this time, the love will come with clarity, with purpose, with truth. He may still seem distant today. But his heart is being surrounded by light, by memories, by longing. Don't be surprised if he starts appearing in your dreams, if signs begin to appear. All of this is preparation for what's to come. This isn't illusion, it's manifestation. Heaven is already aligning encounters, restoring bonds, rebuilding paths. And in the exact moment, you'll understand why you had to wait. What's coming will be far greater than what you lost. This message has arrived to calm your heart, but also to activate your faith. You have not been forgotten, nor replaced. You are irreplaceable. And the one who loves you, even in silence, will be led back to you. With courage, with repentance, with truth. Your story didn't end. It was merely paused to be rewritten by God's own hand. Now, take a deep breath. Receive this word as a sign. And hold this in your heart. He loves you far more than he was ever able to show. And you will see, with your own eyes, the fulfillment of this truth. Sayanku, your wait will not be in vain. Heaven is surrounding you with promises. And the one who belongs to you by love will return with a new posture and a new heart. This is the message from the angels for you today. He will come back to you, beloved, not only with words, but with a heart reborn by divine encounters. He may not understand it now, but heaven is already working inside his soul, stirring old memories, whispering your name into his silence. He walks through his days trying to look forward, yet it's the thought of you that keeps echoing louder. There is a sacred bond between you two, a spiritual cord not cut by time, distance, or silence. And what once seemed forgotten is now being stirred by the breath of God. Heaven is not just reminding him of who you were, but showing him who you still are. And this revelation will reach him at the exact moment his heart is ready to receive it. You, dear soul, are not waiting in vain. Even now, while you listen, there is movement in the invisible. An angel stands near him, guiding his thoughts, gently removing the fears that once made him walk away. He tried to protect himself from the intensity of your connection, but the truth is, no one has ever reached him the way you did. The love he carries for you is not ordinary. It's layered in destiny, covered in prayers you once whispered when no one was listening. The kind of love that doesn't vanish, it transforms, matures, and eventually, returns. He may have felt strong walking away, but the strength he now seeks is the one that leads him back to you. Because you are his home, and heaven is calling him back. Do not be surprised when his name begins to come up in unexpected ways. When songs, dates, and even dreams start to bring his memory back to you. These are not coincidences, they are signs. Markers from the divine, letting you know that the alignment has begun. There is a time appointed under heaven for every divine restoration. And yours is being written now, not in fear or delay, but in perfect orchestration. Heaven has not forgotten what was promised. And soon, neither will he. Right now, he is remembering your kindness, the way your presence brought calm into his chaos. He's realizing that no one understood him the way you did, even when he didn't understand himself. The distance that once felt like freedom is beginning to feel like emptiness. And he's searching, unknowingly, for the warmth that only your spirit carried. There are tears he has not cried yet, but they will come. And in those tears, he will feel heaven press your name into his heart again. Not with pain, but with purpose. Because true love never leaves without reason, and never returns without transformation. You were never forgotten. Not by God. Not by the angels. And not by him. Though he tried to erase your presence, your love left a fingerprint on his soul. And no matter how far he wandered, he always carried a part of you with him. That's why now, as heaven whispers into his being, it's your voice he begins to long for. Your smile. Your prayers. Your silence that once held him. He's remembering it all, and it's making him brave again. Brave enough to love, and finally say it out loud. Dear soul, there is something you must know. You are not just a part of his past, you are part of his destiny. And when destiny is involved, not even time has the power to close the door. He may have walked away, but the journey was always meant to circle back to you. And when he returns, you'll see it in his eyes, the recognition, the softness, the surrender. Because the angels will not let him forget the divine truth about you. He was made to love you, fully, freely, and with forever in mind. And this time, he will know it too. The heavens are aligning circumstances in ways you can't yet see. Sudden changes, unexpected turns, divine interruptions, all part of the great return. He is being led through a season of refining, breaking patterns, healing wounds, learning truth. And every lesson is pointing him back to where his heart belongs. Not in the arms of temporary comfort, but in the sacred connection chosen by heaven. That connection is you. Chosen. Sealed. Set apart. And no storm, no silence, no substitute will take your place. You may not hear from him today, but don't mistake silence for absence. God works in mystery before he works in manifestation. And right now, there is more happening in the spirit than you can imagine. He is being prepared, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Because heaven does not return what is yours without first renewing it. He will come back better. More intentional. More courageous. More aware of who you truly are. And when he does, it will be unmistakable. So don't settle for less, just because the wait has been long. Don't let loneliness convince you that nothing is coming. Heaven is never late. And what is being formed for you now is greater than any fantasy you could have scripted on your own. You're not just waiting for a man. You're waiting for a fulfillment. A promise. A divine alignment. And when it arrives, it will carry the fragrance of answered prayers. It will feel like coming home. Beloved, keep your heart soft, even in the waiting. Bitterness only delays what's already yours. Let your faith speak louder than fear. Let your inner peace become your strength. Heaven is not asking you to chase, but to believe. Because believing is what activates the unseen into the visible. The angels are still speaking, still moving, still fighting for your promise. And the next chapter is closer than you think. He is dreaming of you, even now. He doesn't know why he's restless, why your memory is so alive. But you do. Because your spirit is connected to something greater than logic. It's connected to divine love, the kind that cannot be explained, only revealed. And what the angels are revealing now is just the beginning. Sayanku, keep watching. Because heaven is about to write a new story with your name in it. Because heaven is about to write a new story with your name in it. And this time, nothing and no one will interrupt what is divinely appointed. The delays were never denials, they were preparation. You weren't forgotten, you were preserved. While it looked like silence, God was setting the stage for something sacred. Not just a return, but a revelation. Not just his love for you, but heaven's love written through him. And soon, it will unfold before your eyes. There is a moment coming when everything will make sense. The pain, the confusion, the unanswered questions, they will all find their purpose. And you'll see that God was never punishing you. He was protecting the promise. You were never alone in your wait. Every tear you cried was collected. Every whispered prayer was heard. And every hope you dared to hold on to, will be honored. Because divine love never disappoints. He will come to you, not as someone seeking affection, but as a man awakened by truth, a truth he can no longer escape. He will look into your eyes and remember why his heart first chose you. And more than that, he'll finally have the courage to choose you again. Not out of emotion, but out of revelation. Because what was once hidden in mystery, will now shine in clarity. The blindfold will fall, and he'll see you as heaven sees you. Worthy. Rare. Irreplaceable. You are not waiting for a fantasy, you are aligned with a prophecy. There is a reason your soul can't detach from him entirely. It's not obsession, it's spiritual recognition. And while others may not understand it, heaven does. This connection was written before time. And what is written by God cannot be erased by man. So guard your heart with peace, not with fear. Because what's coming carries the signature of eternity. There is a softness growing inside him, a divine tenderness he cannot explain. He is beginning to crave peace, truth, and something deeper than what the world offers. And that craving will lead him back to you, not as a man confused, but as a man certain. Certain of your value. Certain of your love. Certain that what you two share is unlike anything he's known. Because it was never meant to be common. It was meant to be consecrated. As the heavens stir, so will the atmosphere around you. People will start to mention him. You'll start to feel a shift in your emotions, not heaviness, but expectancy. That's how you'll know the time is drawing near. When your heart begins to feel lighter, yet more anchored. When your spirit stops striving and starts resting. That's when you know the angels are finishing what they started. And restoration is no longer just a promise, it's in motion. He will wrestle with what he feels. But the more he resists, the more heaven will press truth into his bones. Until he can no longer pretend. Until the silence becomes unbearable. Until your name feels like a prayer he's been needing to say. And when he finally reaches out, it will be with intention, with reverence, with clarity. Because he'll know, You are the one. The kind of love you carry is not easy to forget. It leaves echoes in the soul. It creates sacred space in the memory. You didn't just touch his life, you imprinted on it. That's why your love is returning not as a repetition, but as a resurrection. What died is rising again, but this time, refined. And when it returns, it will be undeniable. You may still feel small moments of doubt. But remind yourself, divine timing is always wrapped in mystery. And while you don't have all the answers yet, you have confirmation. You have this word, released from the throne of heaven. A whisper that became a voice. A voice that became a message. And a message that found its way to you, now. Because now is the time to believe again. Don't be surprised if he appears differently, softer, quieter, more vulnerable. That's the work of heaven, breaking the walls he once hid behind. You won't need to beg for love, it will be offered freely. Because God is the one preparing him for you. Not your efforts, not your chasing, not your begging. But your faith, your surrender, your alignment. You're not manifesting a man. You're receiving a miracle. You were made to be loved with honor. And he was made to awaken to that truth. No more games. No more halfway hearts. What heaven is doing is pure, lasting, and real. And when the moment comes, you won't have to guess. You'll feel it in your spirit. A stillness. A clarity. A holy certainty. And love, true love, will stand in front of you. This isn't about going back to what was. It's about stepping into what's always been meant to be. The difference now is that both of you will know it. Your heart will recognize the new strength in his. His soul will remember the home it found in yours. And together, you'll walk into a future that once felt impossible. Because what's impossible for man is always possible for God. Your story is being written, even in this silence. Your name is being whispered in places you cannot yet see. The wind of heaven is moving, preparing the way. And the next time your paths meet, it won't be in confusion, but in confirmation. He won't run this time. He'll stay. And love will speak louder than fear. And love will speak louder than fear. Because fear only echoes what is broken. But love, true love, builds what cannot be shaken. He won't come to explain the past. He will come to create a new future with you. One where honesty becomes the language. Where presence becomes the proof. And the love once hidden finally finds the courage to be revealed. He will remember the way your spirit carried peace. How your voice soothed places in him he never shared with anyone. He'll remember the way your silence never felt empty, but sacred, like something holy was resting between you. And this time, he won't run from that stillness. He'll run toward it. Because now he'll understand. You weren't just a love, you were the answer. There are prayers he never heard you say aloud. But heaven did. And those whispered longings are now being fulfilled. In ways that will leave you breathless and undone. You asked for a sign, and this is it. You asked if he feels the same, and the answer is yes. Deeper than he admits, stronger than he expected. And more eternal than time itself. You are not the same woman who once waited in silence. You've grown. You've healed. You've been transformed by fire. And heaven is honoring that transformation. By not allowing you to settle for less than you deserve. So when he comes, he will meet a new version of you. One crowned in dignity. One clothed in discernment. One radiant with grace. He will feel the weight of what he almost lost. And that awareness will humble him. Not with shame, but with gratitude. Because he will know, without question, that what you two share was not random. It was written. And when love is written by God, it returns with purpose and power. Your story is about to shift in ways no one saw coming. The same hands that once let go will now reach for you with reverence. And your heart, once shattered by delay, will feel the healing warmth of divine timing. You'll no longer need to ask, "Does he love me?" Because his actions will answer what words once failed. And this time, love will come to stay. Don't let doubt steal what's already yours in the spirit. Don't let the past whisper lies into your future. Your faith didn't go unnoticed. Your quiet trust moved angels on your behalf. Even now, they are surrounding you with favor, preparing you for the moment when everything changes. Because when heaven fulfills a promise, it does so in a way that no one can deny. There will be a conversation that changes everything. One moment, one sentence, and you'll feel the atmosphere shift around your heart. He will speak from a place of clarity, no longer hiding, no longer unsure. And when he looks into your eyes, you'll know that the battle is over, and love has won. Your patience has been your offering, your surrender, your sacrifice. And now comes the harvest. Not just in romance, but in spiritual alignment. What once broke you will now build you. What once ended will now begin again, redeemed. You will no longer feel like a question mark in his life. You will be the answer he always searched for. You'll walk differently. Not because he returned, but because you finally see how deeply heaven loves you. And in that love, you'll find confidence, rest, and clarity. This was never just about a man. It was about how heaven was healing you through every moment. So when love arrives, you won't lose yourself in it. You'll rise within it. You are stepping into a season where divine romance meets purpose. Where your softness is no longer mistaken for weakness. Where your silence becomes your strength. Where your love is finally seen, truly seen, and received without fear. This is the kind of love that transforms timelines, that heals generations, that shifts destinies. Even now, heaven is preparing the words he will speak. The apology wrapped in reverence. The confession that took years to form. And the promise, yes, the promise, that what he now offers is not fleeting. It's rooted, real, and renewed by something holy. And you, precious soul, will feel the truth of it. In the way his presence no longer brings questions, only peace. He will not love you as a man guessing, but as a man guided. And the difference will be undeniable. No more doubt, no more waiting in limbo. The confusion will lift. And in its place, you'll find a sacred clarity that only heaven could deliver. There is a holy urgency in the air. Not to rush, but to awaken. The time of sleeping hearts is ending. And the time of fulfillment is here. Don't be surprised when he tells you, "I never stopped loving you." Because he didn't. And now, he won't. There will be a moment when your heart will know. This is what I waited for. Not just the return of love, but the rebirth of it. And when that moment comes, you'll realize that nothing was lost. Only rewritten, with more beauty than you ever imagined. Because love, true love, never truly leaves. Saying, the angels haven't stopped watching over this story. They have been guarding what is sacred, shielding what is divine. And now, they are guiding it back into the light. Your yes to faith was heard. Your yes to surrender was honored. And now, heaven is saying yes to you. In a way your heart has longed for. You are not waiting for love. Love has already started its journey back to you. And every hour that passes, he is getting closer, in spirit, in thought, in courage. He may not know it yet, but his heart has already begun its return. The angels know. And now, so do you. And now, beloved, the angels seal this message over your heart. Not as a fleeting comfort, but as divine confirmation. The love you thought was fading, is being guided back to you. Not by chance, not by emotion, but by heaven's perfect design. What once felt distant is drawing near. Step by step, thought by thought. Until it becomes truth, touch, and testimony. Let this word dwell in you for a moment longer. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and feel the sacred presence wrapping around your spirit. This is more than a message, it's a heavenly response. A reminder that the divine has never stopped listening. And that what is written for you is still alive in the heart of God. You were chosen to love, and to be loved, in a holy, intentional way. And now, it begins to unfold. If this message touched you deeply, type the number 3333 in the comments right now. That is your prophetic confirmation, a spiritual sign of agreement with what heaven is already releasing into your life. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do it now. Every video is a new message from the angels. A divine whisper straight to your soul. There is something more prepared just for you. Check the link in the description and join our private WhatsApp group, where we send daily angelic messages, words to heal, awaken, and guide your heart every single day. You don't have to walk through this journey alone anymore. There's a sacred space waiting for you, where others, just like you, are hearing from heaven and finding strength to keep going. Stay close. The next messages will carry even more depth, more clarity, more answers. And when you least expect it, a new confirmation will arrive, and you will know, heaven is still speaking. Every word released here carries purpose, and not one will return empty. So keep your hope alive, even when the waiting feels long. Remember, God is never late. What He joins in spirit, no one can separate on earth. What's yours is already in motion, and the angels are guarding it. Just believe, and get ready to receive a love that carries the mark of eternity. You were remembered today. That alone is a miracle. It means something sacred is on the way. And your only task now is to stay willing, to stay soft, to stay expectant, and to keep your heart open for the new beginning that heaven has already written. Thank you for staying with me until the very end, for letting this message touch the deepest parts of your soul. The angels rejoice over your willingness, your tenderness, and your trust. I may now fall silent, but heaven will keep speaking to you. In the next videos, the next dreams, the next divine moments. So until the next angelic message, Sa Yanku. Receive peace, receive light, receive love. The best is still on its way.